Hello everyone. This video is going to cover Learning Objective 10.6, looking at how just-in-time inventory can increase a company's profitability. So what is just-in-time inventory? Well, when we think about companies, a lot of them are looking at ways to minimize the amount of inventory they have. Well, why do they want to do this? Well, we typically see that companies are going to have high holding costs when they have a lot of inventory. These come in two forms. We have our obvious holding costs, which entail your warehouse space, supervision, theft, damage, and just the chance that your inventory may become obsolete. The other holding costs you have are those that are actually hidden. These hidden costs could entail your diminished motivation, sloppy work by your employees, inattentive attitudes, and just increased production time in general for your inventory. So to eliminate these holding costs, we see that companies are going to implement this just-in-time inventory. What that means is that businesses have been able to simultaneously reduce their inventory costs and increase their customer satisfaction by making products available just in time for that customer's consumption. So as an example, think about a potential business where we have a woman who is selling roses on campus, and she sells 20 roses or gets 20 roses every day to come and sell on campus from a florist that's about 50 or 20 miles away. And she goes to this florist instead of one that's closer because of the fact that they sell the cheapest roses. And she thinks that she can make the most profit off of it. So the biggest issues with this type of a setup is one, you have the driving expense. Two, you have inventory waste. So you have excess inventory because if you buy 20 roses every day, what if you don't sell them all? You're just going to have to throw away what you have left. And then the third type of issue is the opportunity cost. You see that you have lost opportunities for profits because maybe some days you have 25 people that want roses. And in that case, you don't have enough. You're missing out on that revenue. Other days, like I talked about, you have that waste. You might only have 15 people who want to buy from you. So then you have 5 roses that you have to throw away that day. So that's the issue with having inventory and having a set inventory. But if this person were to move to a just-in-time inventory, you re-engineer your system. You could potentially look at the closer florist and maybe talk about most favored customer status. Say, if I contract to buy 30 roses per week, whether that's on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on which days you sell more, because maybe you find that typically you sell more on Fridays than on Tuesdays. If you buy at least 30 roses per week, you get this most favored customer status, and they'll bring their prices of the roses down for you to $2 instead of, $2.50 or $2.25. So by doing that, you then eliminate that driving expense, and you can then potentially eliminate excess inventory waste because you're able to just walk back and forth to your to the florist. And by doing that, you say, you know what, you buy a minimum number of flowers every day. So you purchase a small number of flowers at the beginning of the day. And then when you run out, you simply return to the florist for additional ones. So you say, you know what, you ran out by noon, you're going to get more. Go ahead and go walk back and get more. Or you could even say to your customers, I will be back in 5 minutes or something like that, so that you know how long it'll take you to get the flowers and come back. So by doing this, you eliminate the driving expense, you eliminate the excess inventory waste expense, and then you also forego those lost opportunities, and you are able to earn more revenue on days that you're going to sell more than you typically do. If you realize that for some reason, you have a really big selling day, you're able to walk back to the florist and get more, and therefore you don't miss out on that lost revenue. And that is Learning Objective 10.6.